All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome back. This is update number 11, I believe. If you notice, my account is, I think it's down just a little over $100 from last week, but not that it matters much because I don't care about the performance week to week. I review it here, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not something that I'm too concerned about because I'm investing for the long haul. But yeah, if you're new, first of all, if you're new, this is your first time seeing my videos, welcome. This is my entire M1 account. It consists of two portfolios, which I go over every week. This one is the high dividend, and it consists of individual stocks that I've selected myself. And then I have another portfolio titled 2030 Aggressive, which consists of this 2030 Aggressive pie, which is a pie that's offered through M1 Finance. Where's it? Expert pies. It's right here. I think it's the plan for retirement one. Yeah. So I put that I wanted to. This is my thought process, anyways. I put that I wanted to retire by 2030, and since I'm aggressive, I clicked this one, and you can read about it here, but that's what that account is made up of, and then a small position in Apple. I honestly don't know why I had it in this, or I don't remember why. I'm sure there was a reason why I didn't put it in my high dividend. It's probably actually because Apple doesn't pay that big of a dividend. Yeah, 0.53. That's probably why I kept it in here. But anyways, so these are the two accounts that I have, and like I said, I review them every week, and I go over the performance, and then at the beginning of every month, I go over the previous month's total dividends, since my investing strategy is revolving around dividend income. So anyways, let's go over them. As you can see, this portfolio is down 1.5%. The biggest loser in this portfolio was HPQ, down 4% in the week, followed by Walgreens at 3.4%, and 3M at just under 3%. Then we got Warner Brothers Discovery, just under 3%. Same thing with Cisco. Best Buy, 2.5%. WP Carey, 2.2%. Mo Altria Group, 2.1%. T Rowe, 2%. Citigroup, just under 2%. Johnson & Johnson, down 1.1%. Lockheed Martin, down 1%. AT&T, down 0.6%. Procter & Gamble, down 0.04%. And then the following stocks are up this past week. Coca-Cola, 0.14%. American Financial Group, 0.17%. The Home Depot, 0.29%. Old Republic International, 0.63%. And then Costco, up 1%. The activity for this week, I think I had two buys. May 8th. All right. The deposits. I'll talk about these deposits later on too. But I had actually I just had one buy, huh? Yeah, one buy on the 12th. When was the 12th? Oh yeah, the stock was down below 100 finally, and I don't think it's been at this price in 10 years. So but anyways, I put in $200 this time into 3M, and that got me 1.97 shares, and I paid $101.05 for those shares. So that's the activity for my high dividend portfolio, and then the 2030 aggressive. All right. As you can see, it's down 0.68, and then you can see here the 2030 aggressive 0.71, and then Apple 0.44. I don't review these. I don't review the buys for these, just because it's just a bunch of ETFs. It's a bunch of ETFs and of stocks, and I think this is like treasury bills or something, or T-bills, yeah, treasury bills and tips, bonds. So I don't really review those, but you can see there. What was I gonna go over? Oh yeah, so I think in one of my earlier videos I talked about how initially I had a strategy where I made these rules to where every day I would have $25 invested from my checking account into my brokerage account, and it was $25 into the high dividend account, and then $25 into this one, the 20/30 aggressive account. But recently, the way I've changed it now is I am doing, anytime I get paid, I transfer a percentage out, and that percentage is 10%. So 10% of my check goes directly to my investing account. Now 185 goes to this. So 10% will go to my brokerage account, right? And then I'll split that 50-50. So if 10% was $100, $50 will go to my high dividend, and $50 would go to my 20/30 aggressive one. So in this case, 50% was 185.50 and 185.50 the high dividend, and 185.50 to the 20/30 aggressive. And if you see the activity over here, May 11th 185, and then May 12th 185.50. That's because I was late on this one. I never transferred from the previous paycheck. So when I got paid on the 12th, I transferred it that same day, but the day before I transferred it because I hadn't transferred for the previous check. So, and the reason I switched it was because it's a little bit easier on my financial statements. When I'm looking at it, I don't see 50 transactions of $25. It just makes it look a lot cleaner when there's one transaction every 2 weeks, or two transactions every 2 weeks. So that's how I've changed it. But initially I did have it to the rules, and it worked out. I think I would recommend it if you're just starting out and trying to get your finances in order. It automates everything. It just makes it simple. You don't have to think about it. But now that I've been more diving into my finances, I've wanted to make the financial statements look a lot cleaner, a lot less on there. I don't want 2 pages again of just transactions of $25 every day, Monday through Friday, split between 2 accounts. So it was just a lot, and I think it looks cleaner like this. Just every time you get paid, 10% goes to your investment. And that 10% rule is not just a number that I made up. I actually got that from a book that I read, or rather I listened to it. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon. So this is the audiobook. I'll link it in the description or the comment section. But The Richest Man in Babylon, I think it was written or published, I guess, in 1926 by George S. Clason. You can read the description here, but I think it's a great book. The author talks about, or at least because the way it's read or listened to, the way I listen to it, it's a bunch of parables, and it's this guy talking about him wanting to, be a lot wealthier than he currently is, and he comes across this other dude. I don't remember the characters' names, but he tells him to save 10% of everything he earns. And I took that piece of advice and started doing it myself. And 90% of your income is definitely a lot of money. If you make $100, that's $90 that you keep to yourself, and only $10 that you invest. And it may seem like a little bit, but as you do it over time, it compounds. And like I said, it's a easy read in terms of it doesn't talk specifically about investing and like in stocks or anything like that, but it does talk about your finances and how to manage them. And it's a 5-hour audiobook. I don't know, I want to get the hard copy. I'll probably get a hard copy too. But listen to it while you're at the gym or on your car rides, especially on your car rides. Instead of listening to music or watching videos or something, just put this on and listen to it in the background. You might need to listen to it, 2 or 3 times. I've listened to it at least 3 times because it's written, or it was published in 1926. So some of the English is, some of the vernacular is kind of old, and you might not understand it. But after listening to it a couple times, you kind of get a better grasp of it. And like I said, 5 hours goes by quick. If you have a 30-minute commute to work, you'll finish that in 5 days. 30 minutes to your work and 30 minutes back home. That's an hour right there. You'll finish it in 1 week. So, and that's assuming you just listen to it on the car ride home. But if you listen to it throughout the day, you'll finish it even quicker. But definitely a book I would recommend. And like I said, I'll tag the link, or I'll put the link in my description or comment section. But I'm not gonna type in my code. Actually, I'll type it in. You guys aren't gonna see this anyways.